Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Clemson Tigers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And we'll boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. So Michigan's offense will have the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just need a few inches on this opening drive to pick up a first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Orji. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The short hands, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They're going to run it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. At midfield, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Using his legs, it's Buckley. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Good timing on the quick out. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Clemson jumps to the line. Going up top on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clemson set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that's going to tie it up. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Orji. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And they're not on the same page there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive.
Makes the grab on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the run, it's Buckley. Plows through the defense. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Complete in the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Orji. Pulls his way forward. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. caught in the backfield. It's Morgan. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. He's back to throw on second down. He's right on target. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it down the middle.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Fires to the middle. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Getting some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kansas proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Jayhawks team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to throw, it's Orji. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout. 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 Timeout.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll try to pop the draw. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed on the outside, it's Moore. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Almost had the completion, just missed it. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On the ground, it's Buckley. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the counter. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Orji. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Fighting off the defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Motion from the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll try to get the corner here on the jet sweep. And the Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Priestcorn. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to... Touchdown Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Catch in the middle. It's Dixon. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. To the ground with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. out of the shotgun. They go to the ground. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just fires one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that dive and catch.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Give to the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He's got it and still on his feet. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snags it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pressure coming. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And that extra point carries some significance. Now a field goal just ties the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking downfield, it's Orji. He makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. He's going to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Now the play fake. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Clemson trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. From the gun, running back gets to give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.